12 Things You Should Know About Owning a Snake, the Ultimate Snake Guide. So, you're thinking of getting a pet snake? Well, hold on tight, because it's not just about the cool slithers and the mesmerizing patterns. Owning a snake can be amazing, but it comes with a lot of surprises. Stick around, because in this video, we're breaking down the 12 essential things you must know before bringing one of these stunning reptiles into your home. Trust me, number 7 will make you question everything. Hey there, fellow animal lovers. Welcome back to our channel, where we dive into the wildest facts and tips about all things animals. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell, so you don't miss out on any of our awesome content. Whether you're considering your first snake or you're already a reptile fanatic, today's video is for you. Get ready for an exciting ride as we explore the truth about owning a snake. Snakes have been around for millions of years, but for many, they're still a mysterious and misunderstood pet. Some people see them as exotic, others are a little freaked out, and a lot of people are curious about what it's really like to care for one. Owning a snake isn't just about setting up a cool-looking tank and feeding them every now and then. It's an entire lifestyle change. You're inviting a cold-blooded creature with unique habits, needs, and instincts into your home. Snakes are fascinating, but they require more responsibility than you might expect. From proper care to handling misconceptions, there's a lot to unpack. Before we dive into the nitty-gritty, here are a few basics. Snakes are solitary animals. They rely on external heat sources to regulate their body temperature and their diet. Well, let's just say it's not for the faint-hearted. Now, let's dive into the 12 crucial things you need to know before making a snake your next pet. 1. The right habitat is everything. Setting up the perfect home for your snake isn't just about tossing it into a tank and calling it a day. Think of their enclosure as their entire universe. Snakes need a space that feels like their natural environment, whether it's a tropical jungle or a dry desert. You'll need the right heat lamps, humidity levels, and yes, plenty of hidey holes. Without the right setup, your snake can get stressed, sick, or even refuse to eat. It's not just decoration. Your snake's habitat is the foundation of their health and happiness, so don't skimp on the details. 2. They're escape artists. Trust me, if your snake gets the chance, it's going to test every inch of that enclosure to find a way out. You'd be surprised at how clever they are when it comes to slipping through tiny gaps. One moment you think everything is secure, and the next, where did my snake go? That's right, if there's even a tiny crack in their enclosure, they'll find it. So, before you wake up to a surprise game of Find the Snake, make sure that their home is escape-proof. Secure lids, locks, and regular checks are your new best friends. 3. Not all snakes are cuddly. Let's clear up a common misconception right away. Snakes aren't snuggle buddies. If you're imagining cozy nights on the couch with your snake curled up beside you, think again. Snakes are more about tolerating than loving affection. They don't seek out attention the way a dog or cat might, and too much handling can actually stress them out. That being said, they can get used to you and won't mind being held. Just keep in mind, they're independent creatures and enjoy their me time. Respect their space, and you'll have a happy snake. 4. Feeding time is intense. You've probably heard snakes eat mice, but seeing it in action is a whole other story. Whether you're feeding them live or frozen rodents, the process can be a bit, let's say, primal. Some snakes strike fast, while others prefer a slow constriction. Either way, if you're squeamish about feeding your pet animals, this might not be the pet for you. And, yes, the food chain gets real in a snake's world. Be prepared for a little nature in your living room. Snakes are carnivores, and there's no getting around it. 5. Snakes can live a long time. If you're ready for a snake, you'd better be ready for a long-term commitment. We're not talking a few years here. Some species can live for over 20 years. That's right, your snake could still be slithering around your house long after you've finished college, changed careers, and moved homes. Before you decide, make sure you're prepared for a pet that sticks around for the long haul. This isn't a temporary hobby, it's a lifestyle. Choose wisely and ensure you're ready to care for your snake for decades to come. 6. You'll need to be a temperature expert. Here's the deal. Snakes don't produce their own body heat like we do. That means they rely entirely on their environment to stay warm, and this can make setting up their tank a bit tricky. You'll need a warm side and a cool side in their enclosure so they can regulate their body temperature. If it's too cold, they can't digest their food. Too hot? They'll get stressed. You're basically playing the role of a weather controller for your snake, and getting that balance right is crucial for their health. 7. They can grow big. You see that cute little baby snake in the pet store? Yeah, in a few years, it could be huge. Many first-time snake owners forget to ask the key question. How big is this snake going to get? Some popular species, like pythons and boas, can reach 10 feet or more. Before you know it, you might have a full-grown serpent that requires a room-sized enclosure. So, make sure you're ready for the commitment, because a big snake means big responsibilities, and a lot of space. 8. They shed their skin. A lot of snakes shed their skin as they grow, and while this is totally normal, it's something you'll need to watch closely. If the humidity in their enclosure isn't right, they can have trouble shedding, which can lead to skin problems or infections. You'll often find a full snake skin in their tank, like a perfect, hollow version of your snake. But if it's not coming off smoothly, you might have to step in and help. It's a fascinating part of their life cycle, but definitely something to be aware of when you're adjusting their living conditions. 9. Their bites aren't always dangerous. Not all snake bites are venomous, and most of the snakes kept as pets won't do any serious harm if they bite. However, don't get too comfortable. Even non-venomous snakes can bite out of fear or defense. Understanding your snake's body language is key here. If they're coiled and watching you closely, that's a sign to give them some space. A bite may not be life-threatening, but it can still be painful and surprising. With patience and proper handling, though, you can minimize the chances of a bite. 10. Snakes are solitary creatures. Unlike dogs, cats, or even birds, snakes are totally fine with being alone. They don't need company, and in fact, they can become aggressive if housed with other snakes. So, no need to feel guilty about not getting them a friend. They're perfectly content living the solo life, as long as their environment is comfortable. This makes snakes great pets for people who are busy and can't always be home. They don't get lonely and they don't need constant attention. 11. They don't need daily attention. If you're looking for a low-maintenance pet, snakes are a great choice. They don't need to be fed every day, they don't need walks, and they don't require constant playtime. But just because they're low maintenance doesn't mean they're no maintenance. You still need to check on their enclosure regularly, make sure their environment is clean and comfortable, and monitor their health. The great news? If you're someone with a busy schedule, a snake's slow-paced, chill vibe might be the perfect match. 12. Vet care is a must. Just like any pet, snakes can get sick, and when they do, they need a vet who knows reptiles. Whether it's a respiratory infection, parasites, or issues with shedding, getting your snake to a vet early can make all the difference. A lot of new snake owners overlook this part, assuming reptiles are low maintenance. But finding a specialized vet and scheduling regular checkups is crucial to keeping your snake healthy. It's always better to catch potential health issues early. So, there you have it, 12 things you absolutely must know before owning a snake. These creatures are fascinating, unique, and make incredible pets if you're ready for the responsibility. But remember, they're not for everyone. Owning a snake requires commitment, patience, and a bit of bravery. If you found this video helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to click the notification bell so you never miss out on our latest videos. Drop a comment below if you're thinking about getting a snake, or if you already have one. We'd love to hear your experience.